Hello everybody, First Month is here. Today with some different or special video, I would say, about fire starting with using a ferro rod. Everybody knows, I understand, but what gives me the idea to make this video is I played with my knives. I mean with knives which I carry if I'm outside and which I call let's say survival knife. So of course I can do lots of things with my another knives which I don't call survival knives, mostly from reason they are not too tough, which I will trust them. Okay, I got T4 tracker here too. There is a collection of those knives. By the way, this is called still SR1, the Tanto version original. I've got the Warcraft Tanto, the longest version, T2 tracker tops, then T4 trackers, sorry, T4 tracker, and tops Helion Elite survival knife. These knives are I carry. I got T1 tracker here also, but it works very close to the T2 in this topic what I want to do, I don't have that sharpened spine, which is topic of this video. I don't have that sharpened spine to scrape anything, and generally it doesn't work well with a ferro rod, but there is a sawback on it, as we know, and that is the change situation, but I can explain it on T2 tracker. So let's go for it. Firstly, I would say from today, or okay, from yesterday, I'd say I found the idea and I really stick with that because it really helps. If I got the knife, which I count somehow as a I see the camera, why it's focusing? Okay, if I call a knife survival, so for me it means somehow I can make a fire with using of ferro rod. Let's say this one. Today we forget that I got the scraper. This is one from the main point of this video. Let's say I don't have it because I've seen many ferro rods, especially the, I'd say, mid products, where they sell only the rods without the handle, without the scraper, just this rod, and people just carry it just like that. Somebody make the hole in it and just carry it with some lanyard like this one, but without the handle, as I said. Why the camera is doing this? Bloody hell. Sorry, I'm outside. Okay, I don't know why I try to do so. I go a little bit back, sorry. Maybe it helps. So we'll see. Yeah, so maybe. So let's say I forget about this one. I don't have the scraper. That's important because if I have it, then it helps with some task I will do here. But still, for the wood scraping, which is one from the main part of this video, well, I can do it, but it's not as pleasant or good as to do it with this knife, let's say, because I got a sharp 90 degrees here spine. Let's go for it. I got a couple of different methods how to start fire. Now this video is about how to start the fire. So generally, let's say to keep the fire few seconds, 5, 6, 7, maybe 10 seconds, and you can have prepare your kindling. So of course this is not about how you should hold the fire, just how to start it with that in a relatively fast way. I got here 2 pieces of wood. One is kind of wet, not definitely wet, but it's not dry for the touch. I feel it's not really dry as I want, but it works. So kind of soft wood. It's probably spruce or pine plank, old one, as we can see. So soft wood, definitely, and some really hard. Even it's seasoned, it's really hard. It's still hard. As you can see, I've tried this one. That's why I made this video, because I've tried on all my knives. It's okay. Let's say I'm in this situation because, as I said, these knives I carry and I call them as a survival knife. Let's say I need to build, I need to start a fire, let's say fast as possible. forget about this raining. Now it's after rain. Yesterday was very heavy rain all day long, so that was that. Okay, so how to start the fire fast? Before I get into this, my thing was, or my thinking was in this way. So take any knife, make it sharp, of course. Thinner blade, the better blade, right? And do some shavings. So simply learn to do fine shavings as possible. This is just example what I mean. So do something like this one, better, longer, and these things, but generally this one with normal using edge. Of course, as I said, thinner blade, sharp blade, better blade. Well, what I found, because when I played with this knife, I said I like the really sharp corners on the other side, so 90 degrees corner. I said, well, if I do this one, I can't do the tiny or that small shavings as I can scrape this wood. So I try this. Yeah, so we can see these are, let's say, slice it, and these are scrape it. What is nice, you can do it on hardwood too. Can I do it with slicing, normal slicing? Well, to be honest, no, with this knife definitely. Why? Because this one doesn't have the fine edge. This is the big piece. It's just for demonstration. This is that. To make this video short, I can't do it that small, that tiny. With the, I can make it, but not like that. I need to have some small, let's say, thinner blade with some finer edge. So then the T4 tracker comes really handy, same as a T2 tracker or generally any tracker, but this one is small and handy. That's why in another video I mentioned it. This is great a company for this knife, and now you're gonna see why. Don't worry, I turned the camera for the place after I really start. This is just what I want to show you. I made many of them, they follow that, but these are what I made with the tracker. Much easy, much fine. So very close and fast. That's important. Not only the close with that, but close to this and very fast. That's important. So one turn, I got some. You can see that here. Very easy, very easy. Of course, T2 tracker. That's why I said I really go a little bit back to these small trackers. If I carry the Tanto or another, sorry, this is too. The edge is of course not that fine like on that smaller or thinner, but okay, these you see many of them fall down. So something like that I can make with this. With every single pull I can do it again. So trackers came very handy, not surprising. So in cooperation with this heavy chopper, you can split, blah blah blah, do lots of things, lots of wood you need. But what I found, that's why I don't like the coating on the tracker. I remove it here because I can't throw sparks when this one was new. It is here still. So I don't want to remove it because, as I said, I EDC the knife and I simply like the design, and if I really need, I can use the teeth for the ferro scraping, but they consume ferro much more faster, as we know, because they are simply sharp and they don't concentrate the fire or let's say simply the sparks into the area I want. It's just because they are in different positions, the teeth are in different positions, so when I do it, it throws them just like not in this way, but just randomly like that. So I tried a couple of times, especially with the T4. I wasn't happy. What was also not super for me, I found my middle finger to hit the block many times, because this is too short, so can't do sparks here. So I tried here, but this is too small, and simply the movement is, so I was above the block, so I always hit the, so I said, I don't like it. So I can do it with this if I really need it, but I found a different way. So as a company of the other knife, which I always do, so I really give up, really guys, I give up. So okay, if I got this one and this one, okay, I prepare the wood, but then I use the scraper if I've got it. If I don't have it, then I need to use these teeth. I will do it. I mean, I can do it, but I don't want to consume. You can see many scraping lines made by the sawback. So I don't want to do it anyway. Okay, so I prepared this spine here much better. So this one can make some these, I will say that. So it works on this knife, on the T2. I don't have it on the T1 made in this way, and I don't have it on my T3 tracker. But then I got my Helion Elite, and even this one, maybe I tried the strike with this, but it doesn't work too. Doesn't work. Just maybe on the soft wood I felt something. Yeah, so I can do on the soft wood, I can do it, but not on the hard. But when you got a sawback, that's why I like it, you can a little bit cheat, and you can do this. And what do we have here? And these small tiny guys, these are better than the feathers made by the Hawk on the tracker. So if I do this, yeah, it's fine, but these tiny bits of wood catch sparks much better than this one. So I said, okay, so I got everything I need here. And what I found, because I don't have any sharp spine, sharp side here, I don't want to destroy, of course, any of my edges, but I reprofiled this kind of false-safe edge, and this is sharp now. Maybe it might, if I really press, it will probably slice me, but not deep. But this one works. You're gonna see it in the, so this is like theory. Now we go to do practical way. So I'll set the camera down. Sorry it was a bit longer, but it's important to say. So for me now, it's about kind of time, how fast I can make a fire. And because I got hardwood and softwood, so I can choose, and definitely I can cooperate if I got these. If I got just one of them, I still can do it. But if I do it with this T4 tracker, you can see it. So don't worry, you won't see my head, but doesn't matter. So that was 50 slices. I counted them, but there is the point. These are made of hardwood, as I said, and these are not that small to catch the fire. I tried that, that's why I know. So because I've tried what I said, so I will use the ferro rod with the striker. I can use it on this saw bag, but as I said, it will consumes the ferro rod much more faster, and it takes long time. So beware, if you try it on this one, it takes time and consume this one. So here it will be much more safer to use this one, or if you got any, let's say, tool knife, multi-tool knife, there is definitely some kind of blade which can do it for you. So this is not too many of them. This is hardwood, so this one, we'll see if this one can. If this one can, that's why I do it. Just so here we are. So about 50 seconds to take these, and now another, let's say, 20 seconds with my talking about these. And this is the hardwood. Sometimes it doesn't catch the fire as fast as I want. So we can see how fast this one can help us to make a fire. Very close it will be with this. This wood is really dry and hard, guys. That's why I a little bit fight with it. But what I want here, I want a bit cheek. Most of them fly around, but some of them are here, and that's, for me, it should be enough for me. What I found, the way how to throw the sparks in this way isn't comfortable too, because as I said, I hit the block. So one from the nice way is to do it in this way. This hardwood always is always slow. It always works like that, so it's a bit slow. Yeah. It works. Okay, it works. See the fire? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds. It's in fire now. It was a few seconds before, so definitely 10 seconds or even more. But let's see the difference when I use when I use the softwood, this is really crappy wood, as we can see. I'm not happy with this surface. This wire will be those which I'll use in the second layer. What I want to say, when I use the softwood, you can see how faster I mean it was about half time when the softwood catch the sparks. Even the material, the wood, these, let's say, feathers, were much bigger than on the hardwood. So the hardwood is really more hard to study with these. So just, I know everybody knows it, but we try and we see. So that were the trackers. Now what about this one? Cold steel, so nice 90-degree spine. Sorry. These are what I've made. These are the strokes I made. There's not so many of them at the moment. So if that will be the now I would help to myself with this softwood. So if I would do it this way, that's why I'd like to have the combo with this, because I can do the fine things, but to make the fire faster with the, I mean add some bigger pieces of wood. You can see how this one works. So if I could add simply these, okay, another one, simply these, the longer one, to the dust I made here, it will be much better. That's why I said, and I talk about the combo. But of course I would board here. Same method. There's wind from outside. Ten seconds nicely. So I don't know how long does it take just to throw the sparks for it. Take 15 seconds, 20 seconds. Sorry, I have to stop it and change the source. Now we carry on with this piece of wood. And now we carry on with this piece of wood and with this knife. So this one is kind of special for me. So because as I said, there is no the 90-degree spine, but this is nicely and easy to hold it in this way. Hope you might see these shavings, how many of them, but I have to carry on this. This is the basic source for the sparks catching, I would say. Now a bit different position, which is what I found the best with this knife, is this one. Yeah, there is a fire. I don't know if you can see it. I counted to 10. It failed. There's still fire, still fire. But anyway, it was much longer than 10 seconds. The point is, I can start it this way. Just have a look. If I choose as a supporting source the softwood again, and so on. So here we can see the differences between different blades, but we use generally the spine, edge, spine, or sawback if we got one. And dry, soft and hardwood, everything changes situation a bit and helps. Last thing, how many minutes I got? Last thing, I got 3 minutes, guys, on the camera. So ten seconds and more. So that's what I say. So I tried after it talks about 1 minute, this one, what I did. I see the counter here. So that's why I call this SR1 cold steel folder the best survival folder on the market for me. Doesn't need to be this one, this more expensive version. The cheap version, light version will do generally the same. So great 90-degree spine. I absolutely prefer for my survival knife, because you can see, even if you don't have a really fine edge, this one doesn't have it definitely, but you got a sharp spine, then you can do lots of things and you can start fire. You can see within a minute, okay, within 1.5 minutes. I mean the general fire, the start fire. Of course, you have to build your sources and these, but if you can do this fine things, definitely you can do more kindlings and simply the bigger pieces, because I can split with this one much easy, just like that. So it will be easy. So that's about this video. Thank you very much. Have a nice time and see you next time. Bye.